Kevin was a great guy. He was the best husband. He literally worked so hard to give us everything, you know, and he was loyal and dedicated.
We were jokesters. We joked a lot, mostly inappropriate stuff.
We all meet those types of people who just have a natural influence because of who they are. And Kevin had a big frame and a big personality. Kevin was really competent and knew what he was doing as an electrician.
The type of construction I am in is high-tech industrial. A really tough part of being a tradesman is being there every day. And that's a lot of people struggle with, a balance between family life and work life.
He had worked his way up to superintendent. He was recognized so well that they would send him out of state.
It was while he was traveling with his brother on a project that his cardiac trouble started. So Kevin and his brother were up north of Seattle. Schedule was tough. They had to work extra hard and extra long to bring that thing back on schedule.
So he woke up and he was like, man, I'm not feeling good. And he's like, I think we gotta go to the hospital.
I got a call from Corey and he was like, they're taking him into emergency surgery. You know, you need to get up here. I got there. He went into surgery. He came out, but he wasn't conscious. And just from Tuesday night to Friday morning was just a slow shutting down. By like Thursday, they were like, we need to check brain activity. And they checked and there was none. And so Friday, we turned the machines off. You know, your partner in life and everything, and the father of your kids, and just watching them slowly pass away was pretty traumatic.
He was just a really wonderful person and a wonderful dad, and he always treated us right, and he always treated Mom right, and I just miss him a lot.
That was the time when we started asking ourselves internally, the safety department and executive team, what are we doing? What needs to change? It amplified our engagement with the American Heart Association. It just hit so heavily when somebody that you appreciate and enjoy so much wasn't going to be there tomorrow.
He was not great about going to the doctor. I would kind of push him. He did go, you know, for me, and then they would put him on blood pressure medication and they put him on things, and then he was not good about taking them.
We had a saying that we weren't on the thinking crew, we were on the drinking crew.
If I'm waking up and driving an hour or 2 hours one way, it's mentally and physically exhausting to make that drive. And then when they get to work, they've got to give it all for 8 or 10 hours.
People in my line of work need to really think about your health, your heart health, your mental health. You need to have a balance in your life between being happy, you know, being healthy.
I don't think Kevin was one who said, I don't feel well, I'm gonna go to the doctor. That's not what Kevin or guys like Kevin in our industry think of first.
One of the things that people need to realize is little steps help. You have to figure out a way to get some type of exercise in, eating the right way, you know, drinking plenty of water, avoid the energy drinks, avoid the sugar.
It is a stacking up of small adjustments. And it doesn't mean that we've got to look like the cover of a health magazine. What it means is we're going to educate ourselves and spend a little extra time, and we're going to build up and aggregate those simple things that make a difference.
When he was alive, he was like, I want everybody to come to my funeral. I want to have the biggest funeral that ever was. And he did.
When I saw how loved he was and how many people's lives he touched, it was motivating. It was really motivating to move forward the campaign to say, well, there's a bunch of things that we can now work on preventing. When you're a manager or a leader and you truly care about the people you lead, you need to address the things that really matter. And sometimes it can be uncomfortable, but that's less uncomfortable than showing up to their memorial service prematurely.